Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Cocktail Hour. I am Meg.
And I'm Nikki. And if you're a vendor heading to a wedding this weekend, this episode is dedicated to you.
Today we are talking all about dresses, which as someone who's eloping, I found the story that I saw very interesting, and also associate shooting hot takes. And we'll see if we agree on this hot take. But first, my favorite part, the catch-up. Have we seen each other since we last recorded a week ago?
No.
I think I just...
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. We didn't work a wedding together.
Nope. That was on Wednesday the 6th.
You went to Chicago this weekend.
Yep.
Looking cute.
Thank you.
Had some cute drinks.
Thank you.
Cute outfits, cute friends.
Thank you.
Yeah. I just gave Nikki's update for her. Okay, I'll do my update first. So, and I think update, we need a new word for update because sometimes it's not even an update. It's just manic episodes I have during the week.
Okay,
and explaining them. So number one, TikTok is way too good at their algorithm, and they know I'm a millennial because I stopped and watched Vine videos for maybe 30 seconds.
I love Vine.
Love Vine. And if you're not a millennial or you don't know what Vine is, it was a simpler time. It was a simple TikTok.
Way better.
What was the max video?
It was like 10 seconds, I feel
10-second video.
It was something short.
Amazing. You can't get too
maybe 30
problematic on a 10-second video. They're all just dumb and funny.
I feel like there are ways.
Well, that's true. But we loved Vine. It was a simpler time. So anyway, so I watched maybe 30 seconds of that. And then there was like hey, here's some 2000 bangers from a DJ. And he was, playing fucking A Baby.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. The next video that popped up proved not only that I'm a millennial, but that I'm old. Have you seen those videos where it's like a marble dropping down things to the beat of a song?
Okay.
And it's dumb. And I watched the entire 4.5-minute video. I know the song, but I watched a marble drop to the song the whole time. And so I started to think, like, not only does TikTok know I'm a millennial, but they're also kind of like putting me in an old category. Because what sane young person watches a marble drop for 4 minutes?
No one.
To Beethoven. It wasn't even...
Here's the thing. We got to start using the word young loosely.
For other people or
for ourselves?
Well, yeah, that's true. I don't actually see myself as young.
I don't either.
I'm tired. Even, I think, more mentally than physically. I'm older mentally.
100%.
I'm cranky.
Yeah.
I'm
tired.
I am that George Costanza from Seinfeld. I'm just a little stout, cranky person. And I think in that show he was 30 years old. But to me, he was like 50 or 60.
How crazy that is? Like that we look at these sitcoms and I'm like, God, they were so young. They're our age. Like Sex and the City, Carrie's first season, 32 years old.
Yeah. But when you're watching them when we're younger, they're an adult. They're, but now as a 32-year-old, I go, I'm barely an adult.
I'm a baby.
I'm barely getting by on a day-to-day basis. Just
I'm a
mentally.
32-year-old teenager.
Agreed. I've been watching a lot of SVU lately. I cannot help myself. And something...
I love it.
I think I've talked about this before, that as a photographer or even a videographer, you start dissecting things in shows more. You're not just watching them for enjoyment. You're going like, well, why did they do it like that? Why did they cut it like that? Whatever. And something hit me. Constantly during the show, they'll be in the middle of a conversation and then ring, ring, ring. Oh, it's Warner at the ME's office, right? Medical examiner's office. We got to go. She's got something for us. So you're telling me that you're in, I don't know, Brooklyn, okay? And
Manhattan.
You have to go probably an hour and a half drive to drive a mile to get somewhere else to the medical examiner's office. And you get there and she goes, hey, he's your guy. Why didn't you tell them that over the phone?
What makes you think that, like, why can't they just be in the same building?
Because they'll be like out canvassing.
Okay.
They'll be, it's always like they're interviewing a perp, but not in like the, the police station. They are literally out and about doing their job and be like, we got to get down to the medical examiner office right now. And I understand it from the show's perspective. Yeah, they want to show you the x-ray and they want to be able to explain, that
And
she got
also,
choked out before she died.
I feel like in the real world, obviously things do not go that way. But also, I don't know, because I am not a detective, nor will I ever be. I don't know the extent of how like closely these individuals work together in real life.
Yeah.
Whereas in the show, it's like, oh, here's Dr. Wong every episode, and here's,
My favorite character, by the way.
love him. It's yeah, I love the show.
Yeah. And for all we know in real life, those people don't even like each other. Like the detectives to the ME to the psychiatrist to the district attorney. The
I'm
other
sure.
thing that I thought was really funny, Adam and I watched an episode because we started at season 1. We watched an early episode with an actress who played one of like the bad guys doing bad guy things.
And then she's the district attorney.
Yeah, and she's the ADA in like season 6.
Yep.
And I go, okay, you must have really liked her and never thought that people could really easily go back and watch old episodes. But think about that. Back in the day,
That's so true.
They didn't
it
think
wasn't
streaming-
an option.
it's like, what are you going to go buy a $100 box set and rewatch it? But by the time that you watch season 6 compared to season 1,
Yeah, it's
you're
already out
not
of your
going to
mind.
know. But for us, we're like, no, I'm going to binge watch actually, and I'm going to skip episodes
I
to episodes.
remember.
Yeah, and I remember.
That is so funny.
In the Subaru, these thoughts, I'm like a schizophrenic having these thoughts. The Subaru, bright lights, so bright. Nikki, do you know how often my people flash me because they think I have my flashes or they think I have my high beams on? And I don't.
Can you change that?
No, I don't think so. I could just turn my lights off. But if anyone out there is listening and they have the same problem that they had fixed, maybe let me know how to fix it, because I get flashed all the time. And then I am blinded by people going, "Duh-duh," and they'll like flash me from pretty far away. And then they get closer and they're like, bitch ain't turning her lights off. So they'll flash me again when they get right next to me to prove a point. And I want to swerve into their vehicle on purpose.
What you should do when they flash you the first time is flash your brights back so they know that those aren't your brights.
That's what I've started doing. But then I also feel bad because if my regular lights are so bright, I go, what if I give this person a stroke
Well,
by flashing my high beams at them? But I just don't understand why then cars are doing that. If not, no. Why car makers are making them
Manufacturers,
so extremely bright to the point like people cannot see.
it's a big
horrible.
thing. I actually got on the side of TikTok that was like, car manufacturers are making these lights unsafe, and it's like these new like LED lights or something, and if the car is actually behind you, it's like blinding because
Yeah.
it's just shining into your car and you can't see outside of your mirrors
Yeah.
or your rear view, and then you're just
Yeah.
sitting in an
You're like,
orb.
well, hopefully I make it home
Yeah.
tonight.
I don't know. I don't have that problem because I don't have a car, so
That's
can't
right. Yeah.
relate.
Nikki walked here. She called me and she goes, "Can you pick me up?" And
Yeah.
I go, "Walk."
So I walked 7 miles.
That's why she's has such cut shoulders and she's so fit.
All that walking really
She
does so
walked-
much to my shoulders.
Yeah. So if you, that's how you know I don't go to the gym. I'm like, oh, I need to work on my shoulders. Let me take a little jaunt down the street. But if you do hire her for photos, just know she's gonna be walking.
Yeah,
So-
I'll be there, but I'm going to leave 7 hours before the event and make it there on time.
Okay, 2 last things. One thing that's really been grinding my gears on TikTok or Instagram, it doesn't matter, is videos that start like this.
Is it of a person like filming themselves?
Yes. It's a person filming themselves and they'll start like that. They'll start very shocked. And then they'll be like, "Can you believe that I just bought these Halara pants last week and now they're 30% off?" And they start with the most shocked and crazy, like they just saw someone get clipped by a car. And I hate it. And I understand why they're trying to get you to stop in your tracks. I no longer wait to hear if your husband died or if you got Halara pants on not such a great deal. I'm scrolling.
You have to start reporting those videos.
I think I should. I think they're problematic. I think they're... I wonder what I would categorize them under for... I know this is petty. If someone's video comes across my TikTok who I don't particularly like, I'll be like, not interested. I mark it as not interested. And they'll be like, why? I'm like, repetitive. I want to see less of this person, or I want to see whatever. I'm like, I just want TikTok to know I don't like them. So don't show me their shit anymore.
And they won't.
But I don't want to go through the process of like blocking people. Nah, that's too much. But I just want a little, I don't want to fully stab you and kill you. I just want a little jab. Get off my For You page.
Just a little.
Just a little. Okay, last but not least, I went and saw a movie last night, which was the longest 2 hours of my godforsaken life.
It's 2 hours.
It felt like 18. I don't know how many hours actually it is. It may not be that long. But Adam and I, we've been on a big movie kick. My AMC A-lister, I've been making use out of it. We've seen a lot of movies lately, but we went and saw Weapons last night. Now, if you don't know what Weapons is about, I'm not going to tell you. And here's why, is because I went in having no idea what the even plot was.
It's the one with the kids.
Yes.
Okay.
On the movie
had
poster.
seen a trailer about the kids.
I hadn't even seen a trailer. I did not know. What I knew is that on my TikTok, I kept getting videos of people just saying, look, I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but I just saw Weapons. People were saying like they don't want to make it sound like it's an Oscar-winning movie, but they said it is actually a very well done movie.
Okay.
Take the plot out of it. Like, it's a well done movie, how they interlaced everything. And I was like, okay, it's a scary movie. I don't like scary movies. I don't like them. Adam doesn't like them. But I still texted Adam. I said, look, I want to see this movie only because everybody on TikTok, and they're not like paid sponsored posts.
Yeah.
No offense, Dave Franco and Allison Brie. Every post I see about Together is a paid advertisement. And I was like, no, I'm not going to see it. And if I do,
they're
it's
getting
not in the
sued
theater.
right now.
For what?
For somebody was saying that the movie is blatantly copying another film or something along those lines.
And here's my thing. If it was that good, you wouldn't need all these paid advertisements for it. So when I kept seeing these people talk about Weapons and I kept looking down to see the, sponsored post and it wasn't there. So I was like, okay, let's go see it. I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want to know if it's like paranormal. I don't want to know if it's just like murder.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. So I went into it, even just the trailers, I was upset already. Scary movies are not my jam. So watching these trailers, and most of them are scary movies, which makes sense. I already was on edge and I'm thinking, I don't want to be here. Why am I doing this to myself? So we see the movie. Again, very long. I don't like jump scares. I'm just, the entire time, my face is covered with my hands, or I'm looking at Adam and I'm going, what is it? What is it? And I don't like people who talk during movies.
I was going to say.
I don't. But I was like, I couldn't look at the screen for a lot of it. Whoever did the score for this movie should be shot and killed, but they did such a good job. They did such a good job. There is moments of this movie where the music is so intense. It's like Hans Zimmer took some drugs and did this score. It was so great. But I would recommend the movie.
Okay.
I thought it was very well done. Were there some pieces where I go, I don't think they needed to include that, or that could have been whatever. Sure, but I was shocked for a scary movie.
Overall rating
Out of
10.
I'd say like 8.5.
Really? That's really good.
I think that if they fully took out the scary piece of it and like let's say they replaced it with just a drama, an event, that whatever. Phenomenal movie, very entertained. Every actor did a great job. Like Josh Brolin's in it.
Josh Brolin. I love Josh Brolin.
And that actress who plays the main lady, I never really had paid much attention to her. I didn't watch Ozark. I didn't watch that. But she's the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, and I've just seen her in a few things. She's phenomenal at what she does. But the movie, yes, if you're going to see it, please prepare to be scared. There are scary moments. But I just thought it was a really good movie. So
yeah, I'm gonna watch it and report back.
and I think you should see it in the theater.
Okay, I'll go see it today.
You should. Just because, again, the score is so, like, you can feel it in your ussy. It's phenomenal. Do you want to know,
No,
like, the overarching theme, like, if it's paranormal, if it's...
no,
Okay.
because I saw the trailer and I still can't, like, figure it out, but...
And I'm curious. Now I almost want to watch the trailer because I want to know, do they really give you any clue as to what the fuck is going on? Because you, by the way, do not figure out what's going on for a hot minute in this movie.
Okay, so it's like just like intro to the storyline for a little while.
For a bit, yeah.
Trying to see. Okay, I could go see it today.
And you know how much I love a movie? I will not be seeing it again. Because even
6:30
that I know what's going to happen, I don't wanna. Oh, and that brings me to, we were talking to Adam about this before we started recording. I have insane intrusive thoughts in general where things will flash in my mind that I wish I didn't see, in past years. And that was happening last night. I was like posting on Instagram and I wasn't thinking about the movie at all. And then I started to get a little tired and I was like, okay, I should climb into bed. And all of a sudden, like, just a flash from the movie pops into my brain. And I was like, oh no, I cannot. Die. I cannot go to bed. I'm so fucking freaked out. And I'm sitting up here and I'm like, it's just a movie. Like, you are 32 years old. It is just a movie. And then I go to the kitchen to grab some water and just do a little check on the doors. Adam locks the doors every single night. He even, before he went to bed last night, said, hey, I'm going to tuck in. I know you're working. I've checked all the doors. Like, we're good to go. Front door, unlocked. No mechanism.
Your front
locked.
door was unlocked?
Yeah. And it wasn't open, but it was unlocked. And I see that and I go, you fucker. So I lock it and then I go downstairs and I wake him up. And I'm like, this is like 1 a.m. And I'm like, wake up. I was like, I can't go to sleep. I'm really scared you left the front door unlocked. I was not happy. I made him come back upstairs with me so I could brush my teeth. And then I made him do another check on the doors. And then I made him go downstairs and like check under our bed and stuff. I have no shame in saying that out loud. I was hella scared. Hella. But I woke up this morning and I woke up to a ding and it was a text on my phone. And you were like, hey, I'll be there in 5 minutes. And I was like, oh my God. So that's my update / episode.
I'm fucking dead. You know, I like firmly believe that somebody lives in our walls and in our ceiling in our basement, and I just go to sleep every night because I'm like, well, they're not bothering me. So if they're having a good time and, using my toothbrush when I leave the house, then fine. Just put it back where you found it, use the body wash and go back to the closet and climb back up into the ceiling and live there.
I could not. I wouldn't be able to sleep. Because I would think, like, this is clearly an unstable
what can you do?
person.
Are you gonna, like, there was a movie. You should watch it. I don't remember exactly what it's called. But there is a movie where this guy, he sees, like, a family leaving for the day. And as the garage is closing, as they're driving away, they don't stay to, like, watch the garage fully close. And he sneaks into their house and he lives in their ceiling, in their walls, in their crawl space. And I
it's
just,
so upsetting.
I'm like, I think.
Do you know in this
there.
closet there's an entry to the whatever? I don't know if that's a crawl space. I've never looked up there. You couldn't pay me money.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that something insane is going to happen to me in my lifetime. So I do very hard, or I do very clear to avoid any opportunity for life to hand me that on a silver platter.
Would you see Freakier Friday?
Yeah, I would. And honestly, we almost saw that.
Really?
I almost pussied out and was like, I cannot see this weapons movie. And I almost transitioned, but I was like, you know what? I'm a big girl.
I'm glad you did see it. Do you think you'll have trouble sleeping this evening?
No, but I still don't think it's going to be any easier for me to see scary movies. Like, I am not coming home, or I'm not going to watch scary movies. But I just heard it was such a good movie that I had to see it.
I'm looking at tickets, looking at showtimes.
You absolutely should go. And then report back to me and then to the pod next week, because I think that you would enjoy it. And every actor in the fucking movie did such a good job.
Oh my God, this theater is sold out of this movie. It must be really good.
See?
Look at this. The only seats are on the first row.
And this is for tonight, a Tuesday?
This is for tonight at 6 o'clock.
What theater?
Imagine Willow Creek. But then the Plymouth one, too, is like crazy. Oh, no, that's Freaker Friday.
I will say that I went and a couple old women walked in and I was like, okay, if they can do this, I can do this. And then someone with a child walked in. Let's talk about that for a second.
How old of a child?
No, I'm talking had to be like 8 or 9. So I go, I wonder if they don't even know.
What's it rated? It's rated R.
Oh, yeah. No, this movie is not. This is not a ha-ha-ha children movie. So I'm wondering if either they snuck this kid in or the kid was young enough that they didn't know what they were watching.
No, but that's like not a thing.
I remember being a kid watching It the Clown and I was scarred for a long time.
Me too.
Like, if this has nothing to do with It the Clown, but I used to have this insane thing where I would think if my toes were peeking out of my blanket, that I'd get snatched. Or I would play this game. Game is just so subjective. But I'd be like, okay, It or Chucky or whatever. Like, if I go under my blankets for 10 seconds and count to 10, once I come back out, like, you have to leave me alone for the rest of the night. I'm going to go to sleep. And just these weird things.
I will say Chucky did not scare me, but the leprechaun.
Oh.
That scary leprechaun thing. Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wasn't Jennifer Aniston in those movies, or at least the first one?
I don't think. I have no idea. I don't actually remember anything about the movies whatsoever. Just that face.
Yeah.
But I also remember, and I don't know if this was a dream that I had or if this was in a movie. I feel like it was in a movie. And, if anybody's listening and you've seen this movie, please tell me. But it was like this girl was sleeping and her arm was hanging off the side of the bed. Maybe this is like a scary story. Do you remember when we were younger and there were like these scary tales that people would retell? And it was like arm was hanging off of the bed and the person had a dog whose house they were staying at, and they thought the dog was licking their hand repeatedly. And then the owner was like, no, the dog sleeps in the kennel every night. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then it happened again the next night.
I wish you could see my face because like my heart is racing.
And then
oh my God.
One night the person like woke up when it was happening again and decided to like get up and check it out and saw that the dog was in the kennel. And then I don't remember the rest, but
no, that's gotta be just a scary story. But that is
I vividly remember that. And so anytime I sleep, I'm like, okay, hands in the bed.
Yeah. It's like a roller coaster. Limbs,
feet
with you.
In the bed. Anyway. Okay.
Oh.
Do you know who Steve Gerben is?
Name doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. So I'm gonna need you to watch Tires because Steve Gerben is from Tires. But he's, I would say like he is a comedian, but he's not a normal comedian in the sense of like Shane Gillis, Andrew Schultz.
Like he doesn't do stand up, or
he is like a seemingly normal guy who there are just some people that I feel like you're not making fun of them, but their personality is so like I don't know how to describe it. They're just like so unmeaningly funny. Like they don't mean to be funny. They're just like
they're just naturally
like funny people. And like a part of you doesn't want to make fun of them, but you egg on like what they're talking about because it's fucking funny.
Yeah.
And Steve Gerben is one of those people for me, and also somebody that I would, this is gonna sound crazy, also somebody that I'm wildly attracted to.
I can't wait to see a picture of this. Nicole.
Not for his looks, but for his personality.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, look at this.
You approach the
This is him. I'm obsessed with him. He's so silly, goofy. I need you to like watch. So like what I do is my algorithm now is just Steve Gerben getting interviewed because like I said, he's not even funny.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't explain it. And I just sit there and I smile and Craig goes, "Are you okay?" And I'm like,
just watching Steve.
I'm just watching Steve. And I think he's hilarious. Funny thing about Steve though, like he is this like weird guy, but he in all of his interviews he does with Shane, because they're so close, similarly to how like you and I would maybe give each other shit about something.
Yeah.
Shane is constantly giving him shit about being like a sexual deviant. So
is Shane joking or
no? He's like Steve's like, yeah, I mean, I'm not like ashamed of it. Like I'm sexually active, but it's really funny. Like I feel like people should just get into the
Does
Steve
he
Gerben.
do stand up?
No, I don't know.
Oh, fair.
Like, okay, here.
Autobiographical, yes? Yes. Yeah. But, oh, look at it. Sorry, first time. Yeah. First time ever talking, or?
Like, he's
like a baby deer.
He's like a baby deer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I think you love about it.
Yes. Yeah. And his character on Tires is very similar to like how he is in real life. Yeah. And I didn't know that before watching it. And so now watching it, it makes it even better. But
do you know where him and Shane Gillis like friends before Tires, or did
well, they knew each other before Tires. I don't know the origin story. I really don't give a fuck. But it's something like that. I've heard it. Something along those lines. But anyway.
I do want to watch Tires.
Have a THC drink, sit down. Yeah. The first season was only like 6 episodes, and they're quick episodes, nothing long. And then the second season was renewed for 12 episodes. Ooh. And then that just came out this summer. That came out in June. So season 2 just came out in June of this year. So season 3.
And they dropped the whole season or one at a time?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fully dropped. So you can binge that how. But yeah, honestly, I don't have much of an update. I'm trying to like think. I went to Chicago. My friend, her birthday was last weekend, but you know, I was in Wisconsin doing Wisconsin things. So she really wanted to go. And I was like, you know what? This is my last free weekend until October 27th. So sure, why not? Like, let's just go for a quick road trip. Chicago's so close to me that it feels like nothing. Like going for a quick weekend feels like nothing. Yeah. And so we got up early as fuck on Friday, did a quick road trip, got there literally by like 1:30, checked into the hotel, got everything set, had a nice Riverview room. Nice. Beautiful. And then we just like walked around, bought new Adidas. The brown ones are so beautiful. I love them so much. Highly recommend. And then, yeah, her other 2 friends came into town. And we just had like really good meals. Yeah. One thing I will say, I had the best dinner service experience this weekend that I've possibly ever had in my life. Yeah. At A La Vida in Chicago. On Saturday night, it was delicious food. The service was impeccable. Like, you know, sometimes you go somewhere and it's like, okay, the food's really good, but the service sucked. Yeah. Service was impeccable. We love that. They were so on top of it. They got us a great table. All of the, like, servers and, like, the back bar people and, like, the food runners and just everybody was like on top of filling your waters and asking you if you needed anything, and not too much to the point where you're like, yeah, get the fuck away from my table. Like, I'm fine. The perfect amount. Yeah. And so we tipped her 50%. We tipped our table 50%. Yeah.
Let me say really quick, because I hear that rhetoric on TikTok all the time, like, you know, no one wants a tip. No one wants to go eat out anymore. No. I do. But what I don't want to do is deal with a cranky person I'm a cranky person. The reason I'm not serving the meal to myself in my home is because I just wanted a break from
Exactly.
reality. So I came here and now I'm looking at you and I'm having to pay you money and you're giving me a fucking attitude.
Exactly.
Have you lost your mind? Because I will help you find it. It drives me nuts. But when good service happens,
I'm tipping
oh my
you
gosh,
fat.
I'm kissing you
Yeah.
on the mouth
My
and
friend,
giving you my wallet.
She won't listen to this, but she is the straightest person I've ever met, okay? She is strictly dickly. And our server, she, had more of it. I don't want to make any assumptions, but her vibe was giving off like a little bit more masculine, a little bit more like,
Yeah.
we could date.
Yeah.
My friend, straightest girl ever. Best service. We're getting everything. Server comes over just to check in. She walks away. My friend goes, I would fuck her.
Like, that's how good this service
No,
is.
she literally was like, I want to fuck her. And I was like, okay, well, that might be the espresso martini talking, but also
I mean, hey, we'll take
from
it.
the straightest girl I know. Okay.
Yep.
That just tells you. And the food was incredible. Never had a better table bread in my life.
Ooh.
The
Was it like
best.
a focaccia?
It
What do
was
we
just
know?
a fat loaf of bread with a bunch of herbs and cheese melted
that.
on top. And it wasn't normal. It was delicious.
Just laced with drugs.
Literally,
The
we had
best.
a whipped ricotta,
Ooh.
a table bread, arancini,
Mm.
rigatoni alla vodka. We had these cacio e pepe, like pasta dumplings.
Mm.
It was impeccable. The
That sounds
food, the
amazing.
service, the drinks. Like, I could have died happy after that. And we
Yeah.
also had amazing Mediterranean food the day before. And the thing about Chicago is, like, it's such a big city in comparison to Minneapolis that there are so many things, places, and like activities and stuff that you can do or that you want to do that like a quick weekend is not enough time.
No.
But just a quick recap, if anybody does ever want to go for a quick weekend, we went to ABA for Mediterranean food the first night for dinner. Amazing. Like their salmon skewer, I would die for it. I would skewer somebody for that. It was so good. Delicious. Great drinks, great food, great atmosphere. Again, just like a beautiful little setting. And then the second night, Alla Vida, great food. I think we went to a place called OUD for coffee that morning. And
do you remember roughly what neighborhood y'all stayed in? Were you
yes,
like downtown?
So we were in River North, which River North is in downtown Chicago, like proper downtown Chicago. And then the West Loop neighborhood is like a little bit, what would that be? West, I believe, from where we were staying. So that was not far from us at all. So we were really in walking distance to a lot of things.
Nice.
And like the beach that we went to, I think it was Oak Street Beach. That's also like near River North. So not far from where we stayed at all. And then it was like a 20-minute walk. That's like a 20-minute walk to Lake Michigan East, I think. So it was truly amazing.
And if you're
loved
not
it.
from Minnesota, know that when Nikki says like it's a quick little drive, it's 6 hours.
Yeah.
But I do feel, I was just thinking about this yesterday because I had to drive a half hour somewhere and it was done in a blink of an eye. And
it
I
feels
was like
nothing.
It feels like nothing because when you're driving as much as we have
Yeah.
driven, like we've done what, 13, 15 hours in one day.
Yep.
I think you and your mom did even more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so a 30-minute drive is nothing. A 6-hour drive, to me, the drive to Chicago is my limit of like, if I had to drive more than that in one day, I'm a little like, eh. But 6 hours, I'm like,
It's perfect.
it is what it is.
To me,
Yeah.
it's perfect. Like Craig and I went to Wisconsin last weekend, and that was, or 2 weekends ago, whatever, and that's a 5-hour drive.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. But the Chicago drive to me is such a straight shot. I know it like the back of my hand because I've done it so many times because all my family lives there. Well, not all of them. Some of them are in Utah, but the drive is just so straight down 94 that
Yeah.
it's like, you know exactly when you're and you can see the city right when
Oh,
you
yeah.
get there. You can start to see it, and you're like, okay, I made it. Granted, you have to sit in an extra hour of traffic just to go 7 miles, but
Yeah, I was going to say, mind you, the last hour of your drive, it is not 60 miles. It's
traffic.
7 miles. And it does not matter the time of day. It could be 2 in the morning. It could be 2 in the afternoon.
That's not true. 2 in the morning, I will say, I have driven there at between the hours of 11 p.m. and like 3 a.m. There is no traffic going into the city.
Into the city, you're right. I was thinking out of the city.
Everywhere else is horrific.
Yeah.
Or every other time of day is horrific. And you're right. It doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter what's going on. That is the only main road in and out of like downtown, any area of Chicago. But you can take side streets and go the back way. But then you're still stuck at stoplights and there's cars everywhere and there's people everywhere. So it's like you might as well just suck it up.
Minneapolis is pretty consistent, or the Twin Cities is pretty consistent for like in the morning and in the afternoon. Otherwise, it's pretty chill. I guess and this might be different, but when we were leaving Chicago, not just for the Beyonce concert, but even when I was there for a session, going back to Minneapolis, it's down to a 1 lane for a bit out of Chicago. And I was like, this should be illegal. This is insane to get out of here.
Yeah.
So y'all need to fix that. But like you said, Chicago, you would not think it's big, like that much bigger than Minneapolis.
Oh, it's way bigger.
Huge.
It's like
I actually
5 times the size.
I don't think I could live there.
Really? I want to
don't.
move there.
I don't.
Anytime
it would just be too big for me.
Anytime I go, I'm like, I belong here.
Yeah.
I should live here.
It's amazing. It's beautiful. There's so much to do, like you said, but too big. And that's coming from someone who wanted so badly to live in New York City when she was an
I could
adult.
never live in New York. I could never live in New York.
Yeah.
That to me feels not even too big, too busy.
Too overstimulating.
Overstimulating. Yeah. In Chicago, you can wake up, you can get a quiet walk in still. I feel like New York is constantly...
Yeah, something's going on.
And mind you, like Chicago is a relatively clean-ish city.
Yeah.
She's stinky. You're walking and you're like...
New York or Chicago?
Chicago.
Oh.
She's smelly.
Yeah.
You got that sulfur stank. You're going, who had eggs this morning?
Yeah.
And it's a city.
Yeah.
It's a...
And I will say,
dirty, clean, stinky city.
The Twin Cities is one thing, but I have a couple who has a beautiful, beautiful place right next to Wrigley Field, like right next to Wrigley Field. And I asked them, because I don't care. I have no scruples. I was like,
yeah, how much is that?
How much you pay for this shit? And I mean, I'm pretty sure it was like $3,000 for a 2-bedroom, you know what I mean? And I'm like, holy cow. Not a house, you know what I mean? And
I have a friend leasing a condo for a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, like a mile from you right now for $3,000.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Maybe I feel
when you said that for Wrigleyville, I was like, $3,000?
I'm pretty sure they said it was around $3,000.
That's amazing.
Okay, well, damn.
For Chicago?
I've now officially then turned into one of those people who don't know the price of things because
that is incredible.
Adam owns this house and I am just used to owning this house. When I moved to the city, I moved over by the U of M and my rent was $700.
Yeah.
And now I do know before Adam and I moved in together.
Too.
Yeah. Before Adam and I moved in together, my rent was like $1,500 for a 1-bedroom. And for me, I was like, this is so expensive.
Like that is a lot.
It was rough. But downtown St. Paul, skyscraper, like what the fuck did I think I was going to pay for?
I was paying $1,600 for a tiny 1-bedroom in Plymouth.
Ugh.
And I was like, what?
No.
But it really just depends on the neighborhood and the area. Like I
Yes.
remember my friends before they moved to the suburbs of Chicago, they had an apartment that was gorgeously spacious, huge, 2-bedroom, 2 bathrooms, 2 full bathrooms, big kitchen, a parking space and a big deck. And they were paying like $2,000 something, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, they had the best deal in the city."
Yeah.
It was perfect. But anyway, I love Chicago so much. I would move there. It is expensive though.
Yeah.
And like transportation is not, you're going to have a hard time if you have a car, 'cause parking and all of that. But like public transport is so great.
If you had a job, like a remote job that you could just, or hey, you could walk 2 blocks to work. That would be lovely. You can't move to Chicago though.
I can't.
Oh, good.
I
selfishly don't leave.
Not because Craig's kids have not graduated high school.
Fair.
If you ever broke up with me, I would move.
Sad. But then you could shoot Louis weddings out in Chicago. I would just try to associate out.
And we could record virtually like Giggly Squad does.
They record virtually?
A lot of their episodes are virtual. So a lot of their episodes,
they were together.
They are in some, but a lot of them, they are in different places.
Well, like, even like
in Italy,
the Toast does.
Yeah.
Yeah, virtual, but it looks like they're in person. Wow.
Which, hey, we could set, I mean, that could be a thing if we ever needed to.
Yeah, that's true.
That, it could look.
Yeah. How we wanted to. One other thing that I wanted to bring up that has nothing to do with my update, but this is how you know I am a girl's girl, okay? I don't just pick one and say the other's bad. Did you see that Taylor Swift's going to be on the New Heights podcast? They did a teaser.
I saw that her new album.
Oh, did she drop a new album? I was wondering.
That's what they said.
Okay, hold on.
I saw that this morning.
In real time. Let's see.
Here.
Show you something.
Okay. What do we got?
We got
Briefcase.
Yep.
Mint green with TS on it.
Yep.
What's in it?
This is my brand new album, The Life of a Showgirl.
TS12.
I did not see that. Last night, all I saw was her, and she looked at Travis, and she's like, we're going to be on a fucking podcast. Like, it was a cute little, like, teaser, but I did not know that she was repping a new album. That's cool. Here's my thing. People can talk about Beyonce and Taylor all they want. Beyonce and Taylor will have more money and more success than any of us in any given lifetime.
They don't give
I'm not comparing them. Like, I'm not comparing them. I think it's super fun that she got on Travis's podcast. I hope she is, I gotta be honest, cover your ears if there's children in the car. I hope she's getting dicked down by that man, okay? He is a thick, just piece of man.
And
so
I'm over here like, Steve Gerben is so
cute. Yeah.
I love him.
But based on like watching Taylor Swift's dating history, which get a girl, try different boys, see who you like. She's in long-term relationships, she's in short-term relationships, like that's life. But seeing her past dating history and then she's walking around with this thick piece of meat, I love it. It's like one of my nasty books come to life. And the fact that like they actually seem to enjoy each other, and it's not just a PR relationship, I think is super fun. And I love it.
They're cute.
They're so cute.
They're cute.
I feel like they're like goofy together, and I know nothing, but that's what it seems like to me. And I don't think that she would go on the podcast. She's a fairly private person.
I agree.
If it wasn't a very serious relationship and that they really liked each other.
I agree. And I really hope that it like ends well for them. Like,
same.
It makes me a little nervous to think that potentially, there could, but it would be a really good album, I'm sure.
Oh, it'd be a great album.
Really fucking good.
But I also love watching his, like, what's it called when a butterfly, comes out of the cocoon? Like, I just feel like him as a person. Yeah.
What is it called? Is that what it's called?
I think it is. Oh, yeah, because Hilary Duff had that Metamorphosis album, and it was about a butterfly. Or like
there's a different name.
I think you're thinking that you said photosynthesis.
Nope, I did not.
Okay, because that is plants. But I think
Metamorphosis.
Yeah. I think it's cool to like see his personal style change and all that good stuff. Because looking at photos of him from before and now, I just think it's cute to see him evolve a little bit. Not to say either which one is better or worse, but him with like that flowy longer hair. Oh,
you like that?
Oh, I love that.
Like the slicked back hair?
Like I was going to say, I feel like you have to pull up a photo.
Like this? I am not with that.
I love it. I love it. You know why? I want something to hold on to. I'm going to say it. I don't like when he buzzed his hair to probably play football
I
again.
don't need it buzzed. I don't like it buzzed necessarily. But
I like a little longer. Adam and I actually got into a little bit of an argument about that because he's like, hey, I need to go get my hair cut. And I said, you will do no such thing. I need you to
Really?
grow it out just a little bit so that when we do cut it, like, I want the sides to be brought down a little bit, but I want it
a little
more
longer on top.
flowy
Okay.
on top.
Sure.
Especially thinking about the wedding, like, I want it to be a little like
Well, yeah, you've got to play around with that and see
Vidal
what-
Sassoon. So anyway, so I'm excited to watch that. I think it's super cute, especially because I don't get anything like that from Beyonce. She's like, look, I'm not talking to none of y'all. Y'all make my life very difficult. Here's my art, and I
True.
will suckle on the art, but I don't get to
That
hear
was
her
a
speak.
Crazy sentence.
I will suckle on the art. What I'm doing is I'm putting things in the podcast that can be clipped at another time, so people can be like, look how problematic this bitch is. Oh, you have a successful podcast? Well, let me rip
Everybody
you down.
cancel Meg, not Nikki.
You're going to be the Tana of this, and I'll be the Brooke, where everyone's like, Brooke's gotta go. Gotta
God.
go. Anyways.
Okay, really quickly.
Yeah.
Freaking Cristiano Ronaldo got
Ronaldo.
engaged. Whatever.
That's okay. But you are right. I saw that. Nuts.
That ring?
And then I saw people commenting that said, your engagement ring should be as many carats. Like, it should equate to how many years you had to wait to get engaged. And I was like, I did not know that was a thing. But y'all need to calm down with that. I don't know who's got that kind of shmoney except for Cristiano Ronaldo or whatever his name is.
Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't even know who that is.
That's a character from Tires.
Insane.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo is actually in Tires.
No, that ring's nuts. Here's my thing. I don't understand shit like that.
I don't either.
It is not practical. You are not going to wear that. There's no way you're going to wear that. And if you are, you deserve to be mugged. And I'm sorry.
And let me tell you, in my opinion, it's ugly as fuck.
Ugly.
It's fucking hideous.
Yeah. I think if we look at celebrities, I'm going to bring it back to Beyonce only because that's the one that I obviously know and see the most photos of. I don't think she wears a wedding ring of any sort. She's got a tattoo on her wedding ring finger of a 4 in Roman numerals, but I don't, and I think her and Jay got those together, but I don't think she wears a lick of jewelry in terms of a wedding ring because it's not practical to wear the ones you own.
Dude, that ring is Chugmeister.
Yeah. It's not, it's going to sit in a vault somewhere. So you put it out on Instagram and now you're just not going to see it.
Anyway, we had 2 great stories for you guys, so let's hop into those.
Wait, really quick, with the Taylor Swift album, did she like drop the album or did she say, hey, here's the album, it's dropping?
Couldn't tell you. I don't know. I just saw that and ran with it.
Oh, it's on pre-order.
Okay.
I'm not even like a huge Taylor Swift music fan, but I do always like to check it out because here's the thing. There are some bops.
There are some bangers.
I can do it with a broken heart. The way I blast that in my fucking car, like, no, I can fake it till I make it. I hate my life, but I'm good at what I do. Move aside. I love it. So good. Anyways. Okay, story time. Let's get into it. So, am I being a bridezilla for being annoyed by this? For context, we are having a courthouse wedding and then a dinner at a restaurant, and we've invited about 50 people. It's not a traditional wedding by any means, and my dress reflects that. It's the Reformation Vina dress in white. It's minimalistic, it suits my personal style, and I was excited to find a dress that didn't require a lot of fuss. I am short and long, voluminous.
I was gonna say.
Whoa, voluminous dresses tend to overwhelm my frame. Plus, I feel like since it's my wedding, I get to decide what I'm wearing.
This is the dress for reference.
Okay, good to know. That does help the context of this story. I guess I'm just disappointed by everyone's reactions and my mom's insistence that I find something else to wear every single time the subject of my wedding has ever come up. My best friend even asked me if I had other options or if this dress was just my courthouse dress. Other friends have said I should find another dress. I'm so tired of the criticism that I, someone who loves fashion and clothing, stopped sharing the rest of the outfit details with everyone. Also, I think because it's worth noting that I wasn't asking for feedback. I was just sharing because I was excited, and now I'm irritated. This is one of the first things I found besides the venue and decor that is wedding related, so it's really taken the fun out of anything wedding planning. I don't think I should have to argue with my family and loved ones about my choice. It may not be everyone's style, but when my married friends, cousins, families have shown me their dresses, I've always matched their excitement and been supportive because they are happy. The only people that have been supportive about this are my fiance and my dad. I regret showing my dress to everyone else, and I will not be defending my choices to them. I'll probably just not share anything else moving forward. It's making me seriously reconsider the guest list as well. Am I overreacting?
Overreacting in a sense of reconsidering the guest list, I think yes.
Yeah.
I think, like, okay, if you love your dress, then rock it and just tell everybody to fuck off and be like, I love it. I really appreciate you. You know, maybe I think where people are coming from, because I did show you the dress, is saying like, hey, if this is the one time you want to get married ever, like, you know, if this is what you love, great. We're just like putting it out there that like one day will you maybe regret not wearing a traditional wedding dress? That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I will say, based on the photo that you showed me, not only is this not a traditional wedding dress, to me, it's not even really a traditional like elopement dress. It is a vibe. I could see I could see a anti-bride post of someone wearing this dress at a courthouse, really funky bouquet. 100% I could see that. But I do think it's okay for your friends and family to be like, hey, but
I agree.
if they're bringing it up multiple times, that's where I draw the line. Where I go, we talked about this.
And that's something I think, like, having a boundary. Just saying, like, hey, I really appreciate you guys maybe bringing this up or trying to, you know, gauge my interest in getting a different dress or another dress. But this is how I feel. This is what this is the look that I'm going for, and this is what I want. So while I do appreciate, you know, you guys looking out for me, I'd also kindly like you to respectfully fuck off.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to speak about this again.
Yeah.
Leave me be.
Yeah.
The whole like, hey, might change the guest list. I mean, I am no one to talk. I'm the queen of like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like, you've irritated me enough and I'm done. But I don't know. Like you said, don't talk to them about it anymore. Rock that dress. You're going to look great in that dress. Like, style it up. Do whatever you want to do. And who cares? But I will say, if you're listening to this and you would be one of those family members or friends who are like, hey, if you want to say something once, awesome. If they don't respond well to it,
don't bring it up.
No, there's no use in you bringing it up again. You are only going to like sever a relationship or sever them wanting to tell you things. It just, people are going to do what they want to do.
It makes no sense to me. Yeah. Anyway.
Also, a lot of people will wear a traditional wedding dress and fucking hate it after the fact.
I hated my wedding dress from when I got married. Hated it.
See? So it's like, if you have someone who has a dress where they go, I feel comfortable in this. This is my vibe. Then let them love it.
Yeah.
Because
especially if they love it.
Yeah. The photographs are going to be the best photographs when someone feels comfortable in their own skin.
And confident.
Versus putting them in something they don't like. You can only fake a smile for so long on wedding day.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel the same. So it is the Reformation Vina dress for anybody listening. If you want to Google it, Vina in white. It is a short, like spaghetti strap dress with like a clear, like sheath, you know.
Yeah. I think it's like silk or satin underneath.
Yes.
And then a sheath overlay.
Yeah. With a high neck.
Yeah. Which I've actually seen some of those.
I think it's really cute. Yeah. I would wear this for a bridal event of some sort.
Yeah. And I think I've even seen longer ones. I think I saw like a San Francisco
I've seen
courthouse
like a longer version. But even with like this, there's like a cute earring on the Reformation website. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I actually just shot an elopement for 2 amazing women, the sweetest humans ever. And one wore like kind of a midi dress, silk white or ivory of some sort. And then one of the other gals wore like a pink strapless. It was the cutest thing ever.
I saw that.
I loved it and it was a vintage dress that they had found and made repairs to on their own. And I just was like, this is such a great representation of like who they are. They're very artsy as a couple, and it just like leaned into each of their personalities. And I loved it because that's at the end of the day, that's all that fucking matters.
Honestly, I want to go dress shopping again.
I think that's why you want me to go dress shopping, so then maybe you can
No,
pop on.
I need you to try on a dress because you're gonna have to get married here in a few months. So
I am having a bit of a dilemma because I found a dress online that I want. I love it.
$10,000.
It is $10,000, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no. There's no, I'm not gonna do it, and I can't find anything that looks relatively like it. So I do know that I need to go to the gown place. The gown place, the bridal shop. I need to try on dresses just to see what I feel comfortable in, what looks good on my body, and then I can go from there. But at this point, I don't know if I'm going to actually get a dress from my bridal shop, but I do think it's important to know.
Just to try some on to
Yes.
see even at least like what bodice you like or what style you like so you can order something online.
Yeah.
And not
Agreed.
have to return it and wait 10 days for it to arrive. And then
Well, in a lot of these
Ugh.
places that I'm looking at for like a midi dress, they're made to order,
yeah.
and they're like, no return. So it's like, and they're $800. So I would need to make sure that I would feel comfortable. I have to get measured, all that fun stuff. But then the dilemma becomes with the GLP-1s too, is like, am I going to lose any more weight? Am I going to be this Meg through February?
Yeah, but at that point you can get it taken in here if you need to.
True.
It'll be the right length.
Yeah.
You can just get it taken in at a seamstress here.
It's also funny how quickly time passes because every single morning I wake up and I'm like, okay, so I have, these 80 million things to do for the business, but let me get those done real quick. And then I'll go like to the gym or whatever. Just like,
No.
Meg, you're getting married in February, like maybe start to work on this a little bit. And then all of a sudden it'll be 11 p.m. at night. And I go,
Okay.
okay, I'll do it tomorrow.
And then tomorrow comes.
Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And that's, I feel, for everybody. But this is a reminder, you do not need to lose weight for your wedding.
Exactly.
You are perfect the way you are. Just be a happy person. That's all that matters.
Don't be a bitch.
Okay, well, I feel attacked. So I'm just kidding.
Talking to the masses.
Just kidding.
Hey, that if you feel personally attacked by my comments to the masses, then you might need to look inwardly.
I
and
would
say,
100%
am
agree
I-
with that, actually.
Am I being a bitch?
So 2 things. I actually don't feel like I'm being a bitch. I know when I'm being a bitch.
I know.
I
I
feel
don't think you're
like-
being a bitch.
Yeah. I actually feel like it's been a minute. I don't think you and I have had like a bitch off moment.
I don't think you've ever been a bitch to me.
I don't
on
think I've ever
purpose.
intentionally been a
Yeah.
bitch. Yeah,
On
yeah, yeah.
Purpose.
I think it's okay. I have to say something. This is so cheesy, but I'm gonna say it because we're in between the submissions, or stories. I was going through my archive, obviously, and I was like sending you stuff, and I had screen grabbed things to share in my stories, and there were definitely a few of like our early friendship, like meeting and
So
working together for
funny.
the first time, or like going to Hawaii, going to Vegas, like all this stuff. And it definitely, I was looking at them last night and I was like, oh, it's so
That's
crazy
so
how,
funny.
how life works out.
I know.
Like we got introduced by someone. I see him. He is about to fall. The thing is, he doesn't try to correct it. He just accepts his fate. He's so dumb. Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
Trying to protect you. I can't help
Let him fall.
stupid. I can't fix stupid. But it was just, it made me very
It's so
nostalgic.
But it's so funny how we met.
Yeah.
Simply through
And just
somebody
how
being
this
like,
all,
you would really get along with this person.
yeah.
We've never even shared about that wedding that I associate shop for you.
Oh, yeah. And I don't think that
The dog. Oh, he fell.
If I know we're not on and he's just laying there. That's the funniest thing. I know we're not on video, so to describe what just happened, Opie does this thing where he hangs his head off the couch, almost testing, like, can I just lay here?
Survive.
And he'll start to slip, and he doesn't care. He doesn't try to fix himself. He will just let himself slip off the chair. And now he is quite literally
I want to see.
he looks fucking dead. He's just
Oh my
laying
god.
on the ground. He is just
Are you good, bro?
no, literally.
Oh,
He slept with Adam and I last night because he just kept barking, and I was like, well, I kept the big ones upstairs and I let him sleep.
okay. Where does he normally sleep?
In the back.
Do they all sleep in there?
Oh yeah, every single night they all sleep in there. Wish sleeps in the kennel. We don't shut it. She just likes to sleep in a enclosed space because she's so
Yeah.
anxious. And Aiden takes one of the big beds, and then Opie takes the other one. But unfortunately, Mama let him out once or twice when he was whining at night, and now he knows if I bark enough, this bitch will come let me out, and I do. And I keep the other ones in there because I know they're not gonna bark. They're at night. They're so
tired.
used to
They're just
sleeping
going to
up there.
sleep.
So I've brought him into bed with us also because he's so
Wow.
tiny.
That's lovely. I slept with Ruby, a 62-pound pit bull, at my head,
Yeah.
and Baxter, a 72-pound, whatever the fuck he is, at my feet, and Craig, 100 and a lot
I'm gonna say that next time someone asks my weight. 100 and a lot.
pound man on my other side, and I just thought, this is the life. I love this.
That's
is the
nice
best.
because that is not how I feel.
And then my cat came in and crawled on my chest and laid on me, and I was like, I am so loved. I'm surrounded by love.
If I can't move in my bed, I'm having a panic attack. Like, nope. The dogs used to sleep with us, and I
I'm
just can't do it
dead.
anymore. But anyways, yeah. So I was looking back at old like videos and photos, and I was just like, I really love my friendship with Nikki. Hey, however,
How the kids
fucking
do it.
that. No, they look like they're in gangs. Gang. Like if you do this in Compton, you're getting shot.
Meanwhile, I look like I have chicken claws. Like, what the fuck? My bony ass fingers.
I'm jealous of your nail length, though. She really cut
I
mine
really
back.
do like the length. You're not jealous of the style.
I mean, I don't like mine either. I'm not
gonna lie, I don't hate mine.
I
From
don't
a
hate it either.
distance. I think it's fun. I have polka dot nails for anybody listening.
Yeah.
It's like different and quirky, but I told Meg upon arrival, I said, it's not gonna last long.
Yeah.
It's gonna be here, and
I'm
it's
curious,
gonna be
does
gone.
it match the inspo image you gave her where you like, just do polka dots?
Nope. It matches the inspo image that I had pulled up, which was this.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the same.
I was like, it's literally
The exact
exactly.
same.
Yeah. So you have no one to fault but yourself.
Literally, the only thing is that the polka dots on this one, like, there's more of them on the inspo pic than there are on my nail, which I think is throwing me off a little.
Yeah. There's nothing worse, and I say that loosely, than having your nails done and mid getting them done, you're like, yeah,
I shouldn't
this
have done
isn't
this.
exactly what I wanted. Not anything to do with the nail tech, but just to do with
No,
what I brought
with
to them.
me, what
Yep.
I picked.
And you're like, okay, well, this will be $100 in an hour and a half of my life I can't get back. But
And I wish I would have stuck with my original inspo, which was this.
wait, let me see. I can't quite see it.
Here's an easier pick. It's just like,
Yeah. I like that.
yeah.
My original was clear builder gel with French tip with like a gold trim for the French
Okay,
tip, and then
love.
the tip was tortoise shell. That was that's what I walked in
Love.
there with. She started my appointment
So-
25 minutes late, and I could tell she was like she was stressed
Yeah,
because
but that's on her.
no, I agree. But like her hands were shaking. That's how quickly she was trying to do these. And I was like, after she got done like doing the cleanup and, whatever, putting the new builder gel on, I was like, let's just do cat eye. Cause I was over it. I was like, nope, I don't need shaky hands over here. I know it sounds
Little
terrible.
Miss Shaky
Yeah,
bitch.
little Miss Shaky bitch, who is super sweet, but I don't need her doing my
No.
friend or the tips with the. I was like, I don't want to deal with this. So, anyways,
Okay, story number 2. This is a submission from February. Sorry, we're just getting to you. But here we are. I'm curious if this is even a hot take. I shop for a photographer as an associate. She is someone I've known for a while and still would associate or second shoot for if it came to it. Something that does not sit well with me, though, is a feature, not sure if this was a paid feature or not by her, in a high fashion wedding social publication that published her as best of with the images that I took as I associate shot for her. Now, I know the name of the game is that they are her images, but I find it odd to submit these photos for best of publication when the main photographer wasn't even on site for this wedding day, and then to publish them as, the best of for this feature. I don't know, maybe this is a more, am I the asshole for thinking this? But is this kind of fucked?
yeah, I don't love it. And I get, like, you've associate shot weddings for me. I get the, like, standard of, hey, they're my images.
Yeah.
Literally, when I'm exporting them in Lightroom, they have a Louis copyright on them.
Yeah.
They're my images. However, I just do think it would be a little diabolical if I went and submitted a wedding that you shot for me as a, hey, I'm best of Minnesota.
I think it's weird.
Yeah.
I think it's weird.
I already think to have a wedding published that someone else shot for you. Now, let me say this. Unless it's like you're getting them you're getting 4 published every publication, and it's like it's not really a huge thing, but it's like if you're getting one wedding published a year or every couple of years and it's something you weren't even on site for.
You didn't, yeah.
It is what it is from a standards and practice, like sure, but I just would feel gross.
The other thing is, like,
internally,
if it was a planner who planned this immaculate wedding and your associate shot it for you and your planner wanted to submit it and they were super excited about it, that's completely different than the photographer themselves.
Yeah.
Let's say I have an associate and I have the associate shoot it and I am the one having these images for this publication representing me and my business. And while this wedding or shoot or whatever it is a representation of me and my business, I wouldn't feel fully comfortable knowing that I wasn't the one who actually was there on site, directing, leading, taking the images, no matter how close my associate may resemble me and be a representation of me. I don't know.
For a best of,
especially if you only have like 1 or 2 associates. If you have a team of 30 photographers who work under you, and that is kind of the name of your game,
different.
It's totally different. But I think it's weird, and I don't think this person is the asshole. I think it's like it's kind of a weird feeling, and that would not sit well with me.
No.
And I wonder if this person just saw it or if there was a conversation that was had about it.
Hey, by the way, I'm going to submit for best photographer in Minnesota. I'm submitting the wedding you shot for me to prove that I'm the best photographer in Minnesota. And I, like you said, if it's the planner, if it's another vendor wanting to submit it, like getting something submitted that an associate shot for you is not the end all be all to me. But to win an award based on a wedding you didn't even step foot on site for, and if it's not a photographer that you had a big hand in training and developing, I feel like that is such a facade. And
Agreed.
I hope you don't take that award very seriously. And I know that sounds real mean.
No, I agree.
But and we've talked about that for, the last 20 episodes that'll come up randomly around, hey, these awards are just awards. And sometimes they're not very valid. That's not to like try to take away from anything.
Nope.
But you being the best photographer means you're booked and busy. Clients are seeking you out. Planners are seeking you out. Your work is ever evolving with trends and like you're staying current. that's what makes a good photographer. You find joy in what you're doing, but winning a best of award, if I look at your work and it looks like it was taken in 2013, I'm laughing at your award.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I agree. I did see a photographer, somebody posted a TikTok or something, and one of the comments was like, I think it was something along the lines of like, just wait till wedding photographers learn about X, Y, or Z, something that is an opinion that makes your shooting style better. Like for me, it would be, my opinion would be like, wait till photographers figure out, oh, somebody said their post was, wait till photographers learn that like underexposing images makes editing so much easier and makes their photos crispier.
Saw that, yeah.
Okay, did you? Well, I clicked the comments and one girl commented and was like, just wait till they learn about Kelvin. And as somebody who doesn't shoot Kelvin, I clicked her profile because then I continued to read her comments and she was like, yeah, I typically stick between 6,500 and 7,500 Kelvin. And I like a kind of more natural look. So I clicked her profile because I'm like 6,500, 7,500.
Were you punched in the face by warmth?
And I clicked it and I went, okay, well, this makes a lot of sense because this is not, no.
It's insane when you've been doing this for a while. And that's a big, when I was looking at all my archival stories and just seeing where I started and what I thought I knew. And I'm
so
like,
different.
It's so different. And I now can look at that and accept that what I think I know right now, I can't wait to see 4 years down the line and see what I've learned and grow and develop my skills and my mindset, because photography at the end of the day, like people being out here like, just wait till they, realize what Kelvin is. Bitch, I know what Kelvin is. No offense. I doubt you're a bitch, but I know what it is. I still shoot auto white balance. I had a second shooter look at me like I was crazy for asking them to switch to auto white balance.
That's
because I'm like, I can edit it
crazy.
in post if I want to warm that shit up or cool it down. But when you are making these images so warm in camera, you are fucking with my editing.
And it makes for inconsistent edits. And I don't get when people are like, shooting in Kelvin makes editing more consistent. I don't understand
how. For a certain style it might, but
even people who are like bright and airy, or I guess, but I'm like, I don't understand how it makes it more consistent when the lighting in each photo is going to be different. To me, it doesn't, 4 plus 4 is 30 in that case. I'm like, I don't get it.
Also, I saw a video that just nail on the head about when you're wanting a photographer who is a little bit more documentary, they have to be ready. And I'm not just talking about ready to capture a moment at just a blink of an eye, but they have to have their settings exactly what they need to be at the blink of an eye to capture that. So you're wanting me to now add white balance of picking what Kelvin this? No.
And changing it?
No. I'm already like, oh my gosh, shutter speed needs to go up, ISO needs to go down. Like I'm going inside, outside.
I don't have time for that.
I don't have time for that. And these cameras do such a good job with auto white balance. And again, I can fix it later if maybe it didn't hit exactly the way I want it to. But you know what? 9 times out of 10,
I agree.
It's how I needed it to. It's totally fine.
I really would love to find this video, but I feel like I'm
also, I did a reel my first year or two, I think, about underexposing my images. And now I get comments from people of going like, oh my God, I love underexposing. Look out. Like, this is why my editing looks the way it does. No, I completely fucked myself multiple times by underexposing way too much. Now I have people in my comments and they go, oh my God, your raws look so good. And I go, yeah, that's because I'm exposing the image properly. And if I need to pull it down in post, I'll pull it down or pull it up. But when I'm shooting, I want the raw to look so fucking good that I can show the client on the back of my camera how good this image looks. Why am I taking a shitty photo? Anyways.
I don't know.
Anyways, I just think all photographers should think to themselves, if they're in their first year or two of this, or if they're not so booked and busy that it sickens them, maybe you don't know as much as you think you do. And that's okay.
And doing things one way for you does not work for everybody.
Yeah.
Like that's not.
But if you're in the comments, number one, you're not booked enough if you're in the comment. If you got time to go be leaving crazy comments on people's posts, you're not booked enough. But let me see.
Okay, she said, wait until they learn Kelvin. And listen, I've
never seen a human
some people
look like that.
This is their style. Sure, I get that. But I just don't know that, like, giving that advice, education side of things, and saying that, you know, one way is greater than the other, saying that your way, my way works for me. Yeah. Okay. Your way works for you, but saying that everybody should adapt and adopt to the way that you do things, I don't think is the greatest advice. And it's really just kind of misleading and not.
Also, if you want underexposed, if you want overexposed, but for me, what works is properly exposing my images. It makes my life in Lightroom so much easier. Hey, do I want my sky darker? Great. Lightroom, sky mask.
Yeah.
Like you can, you know, adjust things as much as you really want within reason.
I'm trying to see if I can find the underexposing girl's Insta.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what her feed looks like. Anyways, that's all we had for you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining this cocktail hour. Don't forget to subscribe, review the pod wherever you listen.
And follow along with us on Instagram at cocktailhour.podcast. The link is in our bio to submit anything and everything. We would love to hear from you, and we can't wait to chat with you next week.
See you later.
Bye.